Woo woo woo! What's up, guys? We are here live
at White Rock Lake in Dallas. That is a gorgeous, beautiful day.
Very nice day.
We have our coffees.
Mm-hmm.
We are not picking up strangers.
Nope.
Leaving a mess in the back seat.
We are not showing up to work drunk.
Nope. And if you're staying home,
Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil.
Well, have fun on this journey with us.
All right. Yo, what's up?
What's up?
We back at it.
We're in the car at White Rock Lake.
Beautiful White Rock Lake in Dallas, Texas.
It's so pretty here. I've come here like pretty much my whole life. It's close to where I grew up.
Yes. I don't know if it's like I was going to say hidden gem, but I guess if you're not from Dallas, it's a hidden gem. But like if you live in Dallas, you know, like White Rock Lake. But it's just a nice little cute area. What area would you say? This is like
East Dallas.
East Dallas, yeah. And it's just we have our coffee, of course, and just looking at everybody run and bike and fish and the docks of the sailboats. It's cute.
Look at those funny little bikes.
You know those bikes that lay down? Like, I guess there are people.
Dang, there's like a whole bike crew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then the beautiful homes. You guys know I'm super into the homes because this is like Dallas definitely has like pockets of beautiful, wealthy, like abundance of wealth neighborhoods, and along White Rock Lake is one of them.
Yeah.
To name,
there's like probably literal mansions over here.
Like I believe my dad, back in the day when my dad did FedEx deliveries, he said that TD Jakes lived over here. I don't know if TD Jakes still lives over here because this was probably over 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But he said like that was back in So TD Jakes, you got some money.
Right? It's pretty over here. This beautiful. Like there's a spot close that has like one of the best views of the sunset in the whole city, I think. Because you can see downtown Dallas, you can see the skyline, and it's up a little bit, so you can just see so much of Dallas, and you can see like south. It's just so pretty.
It is. It's pretty. So
let me some White Rock Lake.
If you guys are looking to buy or list or White Rock Lake, holler at your girl.
If you need a real nice house.
I can do it.
A real bougie Dallas house.
Hey.
I do live it over here.
It's not. It definitely gives you like, damn, let me get my money up.
Right? Let me get serious.
You're like Kanye, wait till I get my money right. Like, dang, I'm over here playing around. These people living
a dream.
Living by White Rock Lake. Damn.
You can't swim in this lake at all, though. It's not like a swimming lake. It's it's a viewing lake. You can sail on it. You can fish in it. I don't know if I would eat any of the fish from White Rock Lake.
Right.
But there's a very famous urban legend about White Rock Lake.
Let's hear the urban legend.
So the Lady of the Lake, if you are not familiar, is from White Rock Lake, where we're at. And so the story goes back in, I think it was like the 50s, if you were driving around White Rock Lake at night, there was a lady in a sheer white dress that was wet. And she was standing in the road, and she'd be like, my boat overturned in the lake. Can you please give me a ride home? And there's different stories of if you go to Oak Cliff or if you go off of Gaston with her.
Okay.
But the story is, as soon as you get to where you're going with her, you turn around and she's gone. And in her spot is a damp place because she's wet she's wet when she got in. And so you turn around and there's just a damp spot in the car. And then you go, you go to the door, and then you're like, I was bringing home a young lady who said she lived here. And then whoever answers the door, they say, that was my daughter. Or so there's several different stories, but it was my daughter, and we were on the river, and the boat overturned and she drowned.
Oh no.
But people see the Lady of the Lake all the time.
You can tell this was in the 50s because people don't give people rides anymore.
Hell no.
They're like, I'll call an Uber for you. Do you need
Do
you need to use my phone or use it from here? I'll call her for you and cash at me it's fine. Cash out. Because ain't nobody giving nobody a ride no more.
Not around, no. Maybe around here. No.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
What were we talking about the other day when we were like, oh, me and Leslie, because this show I watch and this lady wants to be able to live in a place where she can run at night. And I'm like, girl, where do you live? Mm-hmm. It's 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah.
And she is from the United States and she is in South Africa with her fiance. And she keeps on telling her fiance, like, I need to feel safe so I can run at night. And I'm always like, bitch, where do you live in the U.S.? Mm-mm. Ain't nobody running at night over here.
No.
Like, just like, I don't care how wealthy the neighborhood is. No.
Yeah. There's danger everywhere.
The rich people, the craziest ones.
Right?
They be the ones that are like, you stole $20 from me.
Like, it's like a multi-generation.
Girl.
Your great-granddaddy did this to my great-granddaddy.
Exactly.
And I've had a vengeance for all these years. And you're like, what?
I'm going to help you all I can from a distance. Right? Safely. Like I said, you want me to call you somebody for you? Mm. You don't know nobody's number?
And then you're going to get my car all wet?
Girl. Mm-hmm. Sorry. But yeah. But that's crazy. And I'm glad that you didn't tell me that story when it's night because I get scared.
You do get scared.
I'd be like, girl, let's go.
There she is. Like, that is not the lady of the lake.
Right? I'd be like, girl, let's just go. Stop playing.
This place is freaking me out.
Play too much.
Well, my mom, she would walk all the way around this lake. It's 9.2 miles all the way around. And she did that when she was training for her marathon.
Good job, Mom.
Me and Quincy will come and Paul will come here. Mm-hmm. She likes to look at the ducks, and they have docks and stuff. It's just a good recreational, nice little spot.
Yep. Good old Dallas, Texas.
Good old Dallas.
If you can't tell, we love where we're from.
Yeah, agreed.
I love being from my Instagram. What do you call it?
Handle.
Thank you. Or not the handle, but the profile, yeah.
Oh.
Because I was reading something about, like, it needs to say, like, if you're a real estate agent, and it needs to say, like, what areas you serve. And I just don't like saying that because I live in Henderson County, but, like, in my head, I'm still, like, a Dallas suburban girl. Like, I will always be. I don't care where I live, but that's where, like,
I'm from Garland.
And so I was so proud of myself when I, like, figured out what to put. Because I didn't want to be like serving Van Zandt, Kaufman, Henderson, Dallas.
That sounds like a lot. Like tornado watch.
Yeah, it's like, what? So I put Greater DFW. And I was so proud that I thought of that.
That's good.
And that's literally all of this story. Yeah. Because people are like, where do you serve? I'm like, everywhere. Tarrant County, I don't know. I'll do it, but
we just don't know much about it.
We just don't know much about it. I'll do it, like whoever.
I feel like
come to me.
Fort Worth is like cowboy.
Yeah, it's literally like the only place that was like red during like the elections.
Yeah,
the only big metropolitan area.
Yeah,
it is like the Wild Wild West over there.
Yeah, you got the stockyards and everything. Right. They do real cowboy shit over there.
They do. And even one time I was showing homes over there one time and I felt like I was like, it's dusty over here. Like at the quick trip I was like, ooh.
That's I like this in Dallas.
What are y'all doing? Like I felt like Nene Leak's like, ooh, the ghetto. The ghetto. Oh, not a white refrigerator.
We're sorry, Fort Worth. We don't know much about you.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't know much about you.
And we love you. But
teach us.
And I think it's hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna say one more slight of Fort Worth because people from Fort Worth get so mad that they'll say FWD. And I'm always like, like, okay, I guess if you just want to pump up your little city like that, whatever. But they're like, we live in Fort Worth, Dallas. Like,
literally nobody says that unless your butt hurt from
right. But I've met two people from Fort Worth who said that, and I just. In my head, I like laugh, but I'm like, oh, that's good. I'm glad you put it on for your city.
As a Texas girl who went to OU, it is very important to me that it's OU Texas weekend and not Texas OU weekend.
I think you've corrected me a few times.
Well, I mean, there's a right way to say it, and there's a wrong way to say it.
And let people have their thing. If they from Fort Worth and they want to say Fort Worth, Dallas, boo boo. Go ahead, but just know that me and Leslie gonna laugh at you,
and we're gonna talk about.
I'm be like, girl, why she over here talking about
Greater FWD?
Okay,
sure, Jan.
Sure, I'll tell the Fort Worth Cowboys that.
What about the Fort Worth Mavericks?
Yeah, like call me when you get a sports team.
It actually should all be Arlington.
It really should. No, that's a whole nother story.
That is a whole nother thing.
We got a lot of shit to talk about today, too.
Well, girl, speaking of, so this week I saw not one, but 2 stories.
Girl.
About teachers getting arrested at school for being drunk.
That is so, you sent me those last night, and I was like, because at first when you told me the story, like, hey, we talk about this, I was like, yeah, that's ridiculous. Don't be getting drunk at school. And then when I saw it, I was like, aw. Right? Like, I was like, don't arrest those ladies. Right. Let them walk out with their dignity and
their
leave.
jobs are really hard.
Right. I feel like that's how I am in life. I'm always like, fuck that. And then, like, I'll see it and I'm like, well, don't fuck it like that.
Right? It was wild. So if you're not familiar, in Oklahoma, I think it was last week, a 3rd grade teacher on the first day of school.
Oh, the first day.
The first day. I think so. Okay. So the first day of school, she gets called in the office and they're like, we're under the suspicion that you've been drinking at school. Mm-hmm. And she was like, no, I drank last night. She keeps changing her story and, oh, I had a Xanax. And he's like, the cop is like, right. Where's the pill bottle? And she's like, oh, I just put it in my pocket. And he's like, well, that's a felony. You can't just be carrying pills around empty, like just all willy-nilly. And do you want to take a blow test? And the girl agreed. But she blew like 3 times the limit at school on the first day.
Like, I wonder what.
Huh. So what I think happened, so she keeps denying that she was drunk. And then they find a cup that has wine in it. Like, that cup that they had wine in it.
Oh, my God.
Like, the rest of it that she hadn't drank. She said, oh, I drank last night. Oh, I drank this morning. And then she has wine in the school. And, like, you do feel bad for her because she's like, yes, I have a drinking problem. Yes, I'm going to see somebody for it. And if it's the first day of school, you know.
Right.
She went buck wild all summer.
All summer and just hadn't had a chance to, like.
She didn't, you know, 2 weeks before school starts, you're supposed to go to bed early and wake up early so you get used to your schedule.
Yeah.
You'd be taking a little wine break. Like, I don't blame teachers for drinking because that is a job
it's a stressful ass job.
Yeah. Like, you have to be everything. You're teaching America's youth.
Right. You
know, you're preparing them to be well-rounded individuals that are intelligent and thoughtful. And, you know, that's a lot of pressure. Right. And then, like, with all the mass shootings, like, that's another added danger and worry. Like,
then, like, in Texas, with the standardized tests and stuff,
they
get, like, lots of pressure from the schools, like, their administrators themselves to, like, can't just go in there and make up your own
curriculum.
Yeah, curriculum or your lessons or whatever. You have to teach what they're teaching, and sometimes you're like, this is dumb, but you have to teach for the STAR tests,
right?
And I can't imagine that's another layer of
banning books. Like, what books are appropriate?
Oh my God!
What are the parents want you to teach?
Yes.
Like, is it controversial?
Or like, say the wrong thing, and
it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of pressure. So, teachers, we applaud you. But you can't be going around.
But don't.
I think at work.
I think the majority of teachers know this. I think they know. I think they were not like telling them anything.
They're like, wait, what?
But
this is bullshit.
Oh, now we can't drink.
Thanks a lot.
Right?
We don't get support for nobody.
But like, it's just because those people obviously have problems. If you're drinking anyway, whatever job you have, if you're drinking.
Well, drinking's so socially acceptable, and it's so like every celebrity has a damn tequila, or you know, like they all have their own brands, and it's like, oh, it's fun to go out and drink. But then, like on the opposite side of that, it is so easy to get carried away.
Right,
like. My ex was a functional alcoholic, and
I think that a lot of us know functional alcoholics.
Yeah. And honestly, like, even when I was in that situation, like, I was drinking too much, too. And then, like, I really didn't realize where I was at until I was out of the situation.
Right.
And, like, but damn. Okay, so in the video, the police officer gives the teacher the option to call her husband to come get her. And she's like, no, I don't want him to know. And so she doesn't call her husband to come and get her. She doesn't call anybody to come and get her. And then they arrest her. And then she's like, no, please don't do this. But like, girl, you could have called your husband to come get you.
Right.
And all this would have been, 3.5 million people have seen this on YouTube now.
Is that the one? Because I watched another. I watched two of them. The two you sent me, and then I think I watched an extra one. And one of them where they basically were like, "Yeah, you can resign like now."
Yeah,
that was that one.
No, that was the one with the girl with the glasses.
Yeah,
I feel like they were a little harsh.
They were really harsh on her.
But they said it's a zero tolerance.
Yeah, because they were like, she was like, I'll resign. Like, she was fine, but I was just like, damn.
And even, she wasn't even over the limit. She was under the limit, which very well could have been from the night before if you're a heavy drinker.
And alcohol, this is the thing that, like, as I've grown up, because I haven't always had the best relationship with alcohol either. Yeah. Like, trying to, be better. And just, like, this challenge has really... I did dry January, and that was awesome. And you just kind of are like, I'm fine with not having it until, like, in my birthday, or, like, if Leslie and I go out, or if I'm on vacation, I'm going to have a drink. Yeah. But, like, just normal, like, it's Tuesday, and I need a glass of wine, because I don't think I need to do that anymore. No. Like, but, like, it's just, like, when you read about alcohol, like, it's literally poison. I'm not even, like, exaggerating. I mean, like, it's poison. Like, no, it is poison. Yeah. Like, in your body, and we're just...
rotten fruit.
Yeah. It's bad for you. And then, like...
But it is natural. I mean...
How's it natural?
It's wine.
Oh, fruit. Okay, well, wine. But then, like, the gin stuff, they do stuff to it? They don't put anything in it?
It's like, natural? Gin is juniper berries.
Oh, okay, I guess it is.
Vodka's potatoes.
Yeah.
You can make vodka out of grapes.
But then they don't add anything? No.
I don't know what the hell they add to it. No, I don't think it's chemicals.
Okay.
But it's fermented.
It's fermented. And then, like, you have marijuana that's, like, been...
a literal plant.
Yeah, a plant, and people have been chastising it for...
They're talking about classifying it, which would
really
make
do.
it... Because 40 states have legalized it in some way or another.
I mean, I don't know why. I love my great state of Texas, but sometimes we can be a little bit, a little
red.
A little bit. And I don't mind the redness, because I feel like...
I grew up red.
And I feel like it's a good... I grew up in Texas, so I'm just like, I'm used to the red.
But they're doing a little extra.
But sometimes the red goes like...
They're like, that is maroon.
Y'all need to take it back a little bit.
Can we have like a bluish red?
Yes. Just
purple?
Little something. Exactly, yeah. I think Liz and I both are the same. Like, we understand. Like, it's fine. You can be red, but calm down a little bit.
You need to calm down.
But yeah, just...
It makes me sad.
It makes me sad, yeah. But yeah, teachers don't drink after school.
Yes.
My sister goes to drink after school, and they call it choir practice. So they'll be like, are we going to choir practice? So they can talk about it at school. So get you a code word, get you some coworkers, like, y'all ready for the choir after work, and then just go home and go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Just
but we do need to support our teachers.
We do.
It's a hard job. So we salute you, teachers.
For sure.
Thank you for taking care of our babies.
Yes. Don't be doing it drunk, though.
I can't wait till Quincy goes to school.
I know you can't, girl.
I think she'll love it, though. She loved the school we went to before and making friends and stuff.
She will.
She's a sweetie pie.
Yeah. Lovey loves school. My kid, LJ says he doesn't like school, but he does. I'm always like, well, what would you do? Like, you would be bored out of your mind.
So bored.
And maybe sometimes he doesn't like a class, or like sitting there for sometimes, but
yeah,
he likes it.
I think the socialization,
to me, the socialization is, if not the most important part, like, it is. The education sometimes can be, because sometimes you get classes or do stuff when you're like, what the fuck is the point of this class?
Like, I don't know anything about geography. I had a terrible geography
or like,
teacher.
You take, like, I took statistics and something. I don't know shit about statistics.
Ooh, those classes was a hard ass class.
Those are all hard. But, like, I don't know. But, like, just, like, the socialization, like, knowing,
making friends,
and, like, getting disappointed.
Yes.
Trying out for stuff, making it, not making it, understand the competitiveness of things, understand that you maybe, to get a goal, you need to work a little bit harder.
Right.
Like, just the whole social aspect of it, to me, is worth all the BS that comes along with school. It's not perfect.
Right.
Public school systems are not perfect by any means, but you gotta learn, teaches you how to function in society.
Yeah.
You know?
I always enjoyed, like, I didn't like school. Like, I'd always try to get out of it and stuff. But I really, like, I did like school.
Exactly.
I liked it.
Yeah.
All my friends were there.
Yeah. I remember, like, not skipping school. I skipped school, like, towards, like, the end of my career. But, like, at one point, I was like, well, I gotta skip school. Everybody's here.
Right.
I'm like, I'll just go and fall asleep in class, I guess. Or whatever you're gonna do.
Right.
Like, I'll just not pay attention.
Or you could stay home and watch talk shows.
Woo! What talk shows are you talking about? That was a great segue. Good job, Leslie.
Well, because I'm not doing my YouTube drama, like I have to have something in the background always. Not necessarily like a lot of times it is music, but sometimes I need like chatter.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of how I got sucked into my YouTube drama. And so since I'm not watching that for my Hard 75, Dr. Phil's been playing in the background.
Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil.
Oh, Dr. Phil McGraw.
I love me some Dr. Phil. Since the beginning, I was like, that man right there, he's the truth. And I've loved him ever since. And I will randomly send, like, my mom texts, like, look at Dr. Phil. Or like, oh no, he's getting old, Mom. My friend.
Hi, Dr. Phil.
Yeah. She'd be like, I know, baby. Like,
I'll never forget when you went on a road trip and you were like, Sam Houston. And you asked Jesse about it and he was like, Ramelle, it's a Texas legend. And you were like, Beyonce and Dr. Phil are Texas legends.
The only Texas legends I know.
That's what you said. The only Texas legends I know are Dr. Phil and Beyonce. Oh, girl, that was so fucking funny.
Well, it's funny because it's true.
Right? I mean.
But yeah, Dr. Phil, because I like the way he, like, especially back in the day, these, like, I have watched some new episodes and I've been like, ooh, Dr. Phil, you a little bit exploitive now.
Yeah, a
like,
little exploitive.
Yes, but like back in the day when he was really
21 seasons of a show. I mean,
yeah,
you're gonna a little bit lose your original, you know.
And it goes to commercial every 5 seconds. Like, again, Dr. Phil?
Like, god dang.
We'll tell you right after the commercial. God damn, we're here for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
like,
and then they'll do, and there's so much we had to have a second part.
Yeah, you're like, and then like, it's not solving anything. It's just like, it's like a lot of your YouTube stuff. Like, my wife likes to watch YouTube, and you're like,
that's how I got sucked into YouTube drama.
And you're like, Dr. Phil, did you explain anything to them, like a problem? But back in the day, he would like walk people through and help people.
Yeah,
more. I liked it that it was like not so. I feel like it's my personality of psychology,
because he'd bring him out, he'd explain the situations, and then he would kind of let him fight a little bit.
Yes.
And then he'd just sit back and listen.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, oh, if you're done talking, now it's my turn to talk. And then I do like with Dr. Phil, he'll be like, he always says, I don't ask myself, why do you do this? I ask myself, why wouldn't you do this? And like that always gets the person in that chair because they're like, oh, you're right. Because a lot of times, like, it's parents with a unruly, you know, adult child living in their house or whatever. Right. And then it's like, okay, I'm going to listen to you. Like, okay, you're reacting to them because they do A, B, and C. And the kids are like, yes, exactly. Finally, somebody listened. And then he turns to the parents and he's like, well, and you're doing this to him, which caused him to act this way. And then he's like, but you're kind of still an asshole. Right. And like, then he'll put you like, I understand why you're doing this, but it's not okay.
Yeah. He didn't get into like the why and like, let's talk about your childhood. He's like, I don't give a hootie tootie about all this stuff. What are you doing today? And then he like asks very questions that you're just like, oh, like, how fun are you to live with? You're like, oh,
like I wouldn't want to live with me at all.
Or like, what is it? Would you rather be right, or would you rather be right, or
rather have a relationship?
Or there you go. Yeah. Because sometimes people just want to be right. You want to be right, or you want to be in this relationship? Well, goddamn, Dr. Right. So he goes through my head sometimes, in my everyday life. I love him to death.
Yeah, I do. I don't agree with like him exploiting. What's the girl from The Shining? Shelley. Not Shelley Long. Shelley, what is her dang name? She's in The Shining. She was in Popeye with
that girl.
Shelley Duvall.
Okay.
Shelley Duvall. she is not doing well, and he definitely exploited her. He didn't help her. He just put her on display.
Right.
That wasn't cool. And then, like, the ranch, all the fucked up stuff with the ranch.
The ranch?
You know when he sends, like, the trouble kids to the ranch? The Cash Me Outside girl?
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like he hyped her up. He got her, like, did you help her?
Cash Me Outside. How about that?
But back in the day, Dr. Phil was a shit.
Yeah.
I still love him. He's just trying to he's trying to make sure he retires good right now. He's just like, let me keep on going, make sure my family's taken care of. Oh, he doesn't work? Mm-mm. He's not on the show? I thought the show was on.
They retired.
Oh, okay, well, good.
Because it didn't tell me during COVID.
Like, he didn't tell me. Okay, well, good.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
I should have looked it up.
We'll look it up. But that's not the only. Wait a minute,
because the ones I've been watching are recent. Maybe
he's still going. Yeah, that's what I thought. He was still like.
Yeah. He's still going. It got weird during COVID, but because it was like
everything did.
Everything got weird during COVID. But yeah, I do love me some talk shows.
But what I was gonna say. Oh, and like back in the day when like talk shows were like.
More serious.
Like in the 90s and stuff.
Like when what's the guy's name when he's on Geraldo?
Yes. Geraldo.
Rikki Lake.
Jenny Jones.
Jenny Jones had that thing where the guy she brought on 2 guests and a guy had a crush on another guy. He got embarrassed and he shot.
Yes.
And they sued her for that. They basically said it was her fault.
Because he didn't know it was another guy.
Well, you know, right now, Drew Barrymore, she was going to start her new talk. They were going to start recording, but just yesterday, I think she announced that they are not going to.
They're not. She got so much crap.
Well, yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
I don't know why. Yeah, well, I don't know why she thought she was going to be a scab and just do that and everyone would be okay with it.
Well, because she was like, well, you know, we don't have these issues and we're just going to move forward because these people need to work. But in order for a strike to work, everybody's got to be on the same page. Like, just because you're not negatively affected by something, like, you know, doesn't mean that you can't be a ally or whatever.
Right.
So I like the Drew Barrymore show. I've always liked Drew Barrymore though.
Right. I mean, I like the show, but I just was like very surprised. Like I was like, ooh.
I think Jennifer Hudson, she was going to, but then I think she saw the backlash of Drew. She was like, oh, never mind. I'm going to step back. I mean, that's okay. Sometimes you have to rethink your decisions and look at, you know, the criticism and then make a decision. Like Ashton Kutcher and Mila, what's her name? Mila, what?
Kunis?
Yeah, Mila Kunis. They resigned from their position as in the
human trafficking.
Yes.
Yeah. Which I think that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you were doing good work.
Yeah, you were doing. Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like they could have just let that blow over a little bit, like just lay low, and they would have been fine.
I agree.
Or
even just be like, you know, wow, we really learned a lot from this situation.
Yeah. Now we're going to go even harder.
Yes. I don't think there's anything wrong with learning a lesson. Like, if you don't adapt and learn and grow, then you're just staying the same.
Exactly.
So, I don't know. So,
but you were talking about talk shows, though. Or you just want to talk about Dr. Phil? I thought there was another point you wanted to make. No? You just want to talk about Dr. Phil and the YouTube drama? That's it?
Well, we're going to do our triple dipper later.
Okay. But I don't know, for some reason I thought there was something else. But maybe I'm tripping.
No.
It don't have to be.
One thing that made me laugh, I was like looking up the dark side of Dr. Phil because like he's controversial now. And somebody said the dark side of Dr. Phil is Steve Harvey.
I guess so. I'm like, I guess so.
Bald mustache.
Right. But it's so funny that everything is controversial. Everything that was like cool is now controversial.
Well, I mean, how could Jerry Springer, like when it started, he was so serious. He had like his little.
I don't even remember the serious.
It was serious, and then it just got at the end.
It got kind of crazy.
It was. I want my Jerry beats, and there was that guy with like just half a torso that would walk around.
I never got into Jerry Springer. Even at that age, I was like, this is crazy.
I would watch it in the mornings getting ready.
Yeah, I was
for
like,
school.
This is too much.
I'd watch the Weather Channel and I'd watch Jerry Springer.
The Weather Channel.
My mom used to make fun of me because everyone else was watching.
What the hell? The Weather Channel.
I love the weather. Like, I would give you a weather report.
That is hilarious. You do be always knowing the weather, now think about it. I'm like, you know what she does? She's like, Ramelle, it's going to be rainy. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, girl.
Don't be doing a blowout today.
All right, got you. Appreciate you.
There's an 80% chance of humidity tomorrow.
That's hilarious. Because I know, I literally am like, oh, shit, it's cold. No one told me.
I know, this morning you were like, oh, I thought it was going to be cold today. I'm like...
Because it was cold this morning when I took the kids to school. Like, it was like in the 70s. And then when we came out and got our coffee, it shot up like 15 degrees.
82 right now. It does feel warm, though.
Yeah. So, I'm all like fall weather. Like, nope, it was chilly.
It'll be fall this weekend.
It sure will.
You know what else is this week? Earth, Wind, and Fire Day. Do you remember? 21st day of September.
My mom said that whenever we hum songs, she's like, I don't even know what y'all humming, and then y'all finally get there, and then I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, y'all be like, da 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 da. She's like, what? And then I'm like, I'm like, I bet you that's accurate.
That is very accurate.
So sorry to our humming.
I feel the same way too.
Okay. I'm gonna start just playing a little snippet, and if we get in trouble, we get in trouble.
Right?
We'll stop. I'll just be like, remember this song, y'all?
I don't know. I kind of like the hum.
The hum. Yeah.
Let y'all figure it out.
Right.
It'll be a fun game for you.
But she said she gets it eventually.
See?
She said that when we were doing the we'll be together. She was like, what? Like, what are these girls singing?
Never, our voices will ring out forever as one. Do-do-do, da-da-da. So yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire Day is Thursday, September 21st this year, and me and Quincy and Gibby, I think we're gonna go to Fort Worth and go to Sequest.
Fort Worth, don't tell them that we're talking shit.
No. Do you have a podcast that talks shit about Fort Worth?
Nope.
No.
I love Fort Worth.
Fort Worth. That's why I'm here right now.
My dad always says Fort Potty Worth. I don't know why. I even told him. I asked him like, why you say that? He's like, because it's always a party. I'm like, really, literally? Okay. I've been there a few times and I have not seen this alleged party.
My cousin lives in Benbrook. I really like his neighborhood. That's like outside of Fort Worth.
I think I've heard of like when you get to the outskirts, I'm always like, I know a few.
Sounds familiar.
I always like cringe at White Settlement. I'm like, who the fuck named this? Can you rename that shit? White Settlement. What?
Wonder what happened here.
I know. We'll go to the next town over.
I have literally never thought about that.
I think every time, even when I was a kid, I was always like, the fuck? White Settlement?
Racist.
I don't know if I like you said, I wonder what happened here. I don't know.
Right?
Can we come?
No.
Yes.
Be like, well, it's not in the name.
I don't know. It doesn't sound very promising.
Go to Benbrook.
Yes, I'll just go around. Yeah, I'll go around. Don't worry about me.
DeSoto, maybe.
Yeah. All right, girl. So what are you into, sister?
I have been listening to all kinds of like enlightenment stuff lately.
You have been.
I think that the Hard 75, waking up every day and having 10 things I'm grateful for has like really changed my outlook on the day. Like, we had a gas leak yesterday. They turned our gas off, and like, I didn't even freak out or anything. It's gonna get fixed. We didn't blow up. It'll be fine. You know?
Amen.
Why trip out about it?
Right.
So I do think it's given me, there's one of these videos, I've tried to like listen to the same one several times so I really absorb it. And one of the ones I've been listening to is they're talking about like, if you're an orange and you squeeze the orange, what comes out?
I did listen to that. Yeah.
Orange juice. No matter how hard you squeeze it, always orange juice is going to come out. Not because it's an orange, but because that's what's inside. And that it doesn't matter who squeezes the orange, if your teacher squeezes the orange, if your mom squeezes the orange, if your kid squeezes the orange, no matter what, orange juice is going to come out. And that's the same as you. And if you're filled with like love and acceptance and like a calmness, if you get squeezed, that's what's going to come out. But if you're filled with anger and resentment and anxiety, when you get squeezed, that's what's going to come out.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been trying to work on my innards.
I like it.
Being a little more aware of them.
Amen. I like it. No, I did listen to that. Sometimes you send me stuff and I don't respond. I'm sorry, but I did listen to it.
I've been like spamming the crap out of you lately.
I'm like, but I do listen to it. I just don't have time to be like, yes, girl, or like, no, that was dumb, or
right?
That was great.
I did. Girl. Yeah,
I was like, that was good.
I do like that.
That was a word.
Well, and you're waking up so early. I figure that a lot of your time is in the morning.
It is. It really is.
So I'm like, she'll catch it in the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
All these 8 things I've sent to her.
But no, I did. I listened to it last night. I was like, oh, that's good. I like it.
It's just nice to have a different perspective.
Oh,
sometimes.
For sure. Definitely. For sure.
Well, what have you been into?
Well, I meant to bring, I've told you about this, and I got some the other day, and I was like, I'm going to bring some to Leslie. And I totally freaking forgot. But Dot's Homestyle Pretzels.
Oh, I finally tried some.
Aren't they so good?
They are good.
They are like, and I think they're made in like North Dakota, which is so random. Like, what the hell? But they're so good. And I like the cinnamon sugar ones.
I have not tried those.
And I've gotten the originals. I haven't gotten any of the other flavors.
I tried the honey mustard.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah,
I bet you they were. They have cheese. They have all kinds of stuff. And normally I do pretzels because Leslie and I love us some pretzels. Mm-hmm. We talk about I
had pretzels in my wedding.
Yes, like we talk about pretzels quite often. It's kind of weird.
Like,
weird. Oh, look, girl, these pretzels. So anyway, but normally I'm a pretzel girl. I like to dip them in my peanut butter, my little snack. But Dot's pretzels, you ain't got to do shit. You got to just eat them.
But they're expensive.
Girl, why the bag that I got, I want to say, is it a pound? Because Roll Golds give you 16 as a pound. Mm-hmm. Girl, Roll Golds are like $4 at Walmart. Mm-hmm. Girl, Dots is like $8.
Yes, on sale.
Mm. I literally told myself when I got them, I was like, I'm going to give myself a treat. Give me some Dots pretzels.
Give me these pretzels.
I know, because I look at them every time, I'm like, ooh, sorry, Dots. Y'all don't have to come down. I know y'all proud of y'all stuff. It's delicious, but the seasoning can't cost that much because it's a seasoning that's on there.
It is a seasoning.
Okay, but it can't cost that damn that much for some seasoning. I'm sorry, Dots.
Yeah.
Like, what are y'all doing? And then they have like the ones that are in the bag and they're like in a 12 pack.
Right.
And I almost want to get those, but those are like $12.
Oh, Lord. That's $1 a bag.
Girl. So I'll just be looking at them like, one day I'm going to live by White Rock Lake and get me a bag of damn Dots pretzels.
They're going to have all the flavors.
All the flavors.
That'll be so exciting.
Girl, but that's...
Look, y'all, we made it. We'll have a photo shoot. We'll get all of the Dots.
All my Dots. It's going to be a sponsor of the show.
Ooh.
Maybe sponsor us so we get some free Dots. Yo, we love us some pretzels. Yes. Pretzels I love me. Pretzels. I love soft pretzels, large pretzels, small. I don't care. I love pretzels.
Auntie Anne's. That place. It smells so dang good.
Girl.
The soft pretzel with the cheese dip from Sonic.
Oh, my God. And I don't want any salt on the hard ones. On the soft ones. You like the salt?
I like a little bit of salt.
So I prefer, because then they get to make you a fresh one and it's fresh. And like, no, because I've had one where it's like too much salt and it ruins it. You're like, oh, I don't want to.
Yeah, but you can just kind of touch the top and it falls right off.
I guess you're right.
I'd rather have too much salt and scrape it off than not enough.
Than not enough.
But I do like the cheese dip.
Oh, the cheese dip is.
Cheese dip with a soft pretzel, and I like mustard with like pretzel sticks or like pretzel thins. Like a spicy mustard.
Right. You like mustard? I'm not a big mustard. I don't hate mustard, but it's not my favorite. Like I said, I just get my little peanut butter and literally dip it in my... Because I have something wrong with me with peanut butter. I love peanut butter.
You like some peanut butter?
I do. It's so good. I once saw a meme that said like... And I was like, is it something having to do with working out? Because it said like, I just want a best friend that will work out with me and eat peanut butter out of this jar with me. And I was like, because I work out? Is there some kind of... chemical
like
that goes
a
off or something. Yeah. But
it is nice because it's kind of sweet, kind of salty.
Exactly.
It's got protein. It's like, it's a perfect mix of
all the things.
Yeah. It's not necessarily savory, but it's not sweet.
Right. And I know it's not like there's better things, but I also could be eating a candy bar. So leave me alone. Let me enjoy my damn peanut butter.
Right. I'm just going to eat this little spoon.
Yeah. And it has to be Jif.
Oh, really?
I don't want no other. I've seen all the flavors and I've seen the oil at the top. No. I've tasted them all and Jif crunchy, extra crunchy, please. Mm-hmm. That's what I want.
I can dig both crunchy and creamy. I can go both ways.
You can go. I wish I. Oh wait, but I have another. What are you into? One more because it happened on the way here. I was trying to tell you, and then you were like, "Wait, save." Okay, so y'all know I'm a Real Housewives junkie, And I love Real Housewives of the OC. And one of my favorite characters on there is Shannon Beador. And I think she's an underrated housewife because she's absolutely cuckoo. Like, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And so serious. Like, sometimes, like, housewives know what they're doing at this point. Right. They've seen it. So sometimes you can think, like, are you being this like that for the camera?
Right.
Shannon Beador is herself, which is a nutcase. But I love her. Love her to death. Like, if I was her friend, I would, like, not understand anything she's doing, but I would just laugh at her and try to protect her from everything. I'd be like, y'all leave Shannon alone. She's sensitive. Like, that would be my role if I was on the Real Housewives of OC. Like, leave Shannon alone. She's a little unhinged. Don't know, Shannon. Like, stop it. But, like, even this season, it's been slightly on the, like, teetering of, like, is it too unhinged? Like, are you okay, Shannon? Like, do you need to take a pause? Like, almost too much.
Like, you need a break.
Her relationship, yes. But anyway, she's got a DUI or DWI. I don't know the difference. Which is worse, DWI? DUI is the worst.
I think DUI, driving under the influence.
Yeah,
versus driving while intoxicated.
I think she got DUI. She supposedly, allegedly, she ran into someone's house, got out of the car and like parked the car. And I guess her dog was with her, what was her dog? What you drinking?
That's a housewife.
I don't know. Right there. Yeah. But she got out of the car and started walking her dog and tried to play it off like, I'm walking my dog.
Nothing to see here.
I'm walking my dog. And she got like arrested and booked and stuff.
When it said hit and run, I thought she hit a person. I didn't realize she hit a house.
It's just a house, thank goodness. Yes.
Oh, Lord.
And no one was hurt. But isn't that crazy? She had to play it off.
Trying to walk it off.
I'm just walking Archie.
Girl.
What? And if you know Shannon Beador, that was a good impression. But I just did.
Oh, okay.
I'm just walking Archie. Like, that was like, she's such a, like, even speaks in her voice is like neurosis. She's so neurotic. Just, I can't begin to tell you why I love this woman so much. Like, I can't imagine. She's probably very difficult to have a relationship with in real life.
Is she kind of like I Love New York? Like Tiffany Pollard, maybe?
I didn't watch that at all.
What?
I'm not.
You didn't watch Flavor of Love?
I watched it a little bit with you, but like by myself.
Oh my gosh, I've watched that so many. I've been considering starting a YouTube channel where I react to like old like Flavor of Love, Rock of Love, Daisy of Love.
You should totally do it.
Things. I love that stuff,
but I wasn't really into because that back in that time. I would get reality TV would make me I would react too emotionally to it and it would make me upset. Like remember Bad Girls Club?
Yeah.
And I would get so upset. I think as I grew up and I learned what the purpose of reality TV, like you're supposed to watch it in a certain way.
Right.
Don't watch it trying to like somebody or trying to find someone to root for.
Right.
Or no, because you'll get yourself upset.
Yeah.
Like the way you have to watch it with a certain lens.
See, that's why I don't watch American Idol is because I watched one season when we all lived together and the guy that I liked, he didn't even make it into like the top 8. So I was like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who won that year. I was like, bleh.
Yeah. I feel like that's what happened to a lot of people. Like the person that they were rooting for never won. But who cares? No, you can name like 3 American Idol winners and that's it.
Well, and Jennifer Hudson didn't win, and look at her.
Yeah. There's like Kelly Clarkson, Ruben Studdard,
Clay Aiken.
Did he win? He won?
No, Ruben
and Clay were together, didn't they? 1 and 2?
Clay won,
and then Ruben, yeah.
But yeah, daughter.
Did Carrie Underwood win?
Yeah,
that's about it. But like, can you tell me the last like 5?
No,
not a 1.
Sorry, Lionel.
Sorry. Okay, but anyway, but Shannon Beador, yes. So y'all, I don't know what she just broke up with her boyfriend after the show. Her boyfriend broke up with her after the show. Like in this season, she's with her boyfriend. But then they broke up. She was divorced earlier. Her kids went to college. So I think she was just like by herself, lonely, the dog, and just in her thoughts. And Shannon Beador. I hate to say this, but I'm like, she might need to take a break. Just a little break. Just to get herself.
Actually take your dog on a walk.
Yes. Yeah. I think Andy Cohen might be like, Shannon, let's put you on pause.
Step it back a little bit.
Just to get yourself together. Because it's not even like, I love a good unhinged housewife. Right. Because that's good TV. But when it gets too dark, when it gets a certain like darkness, and you're like, you're really going through some stuff. Like, this is sad.
Maybe it shouldn't be on TV.
Yes. So like, I feel like it's getting to that point where you're just like,
weird.
Let's take a break.
Good luck to you, Shannon. Glad that you're safe. And what's the dog's name? Archie?
Archie.
You and Archie stay safe.
Love me a good blonde, unhinged white woman.
That is some good stuff right there.
I've thought about why I like it, and I think it's because I hold so much of my emotions in, like, all the time, that when people display their emotions just for raw, I'm in awe. Almost jealous.
Yeah.
Like, look at how comfortable you are in society just to be like, and just don't care and don't, just look at you, not holding anything back. It's amazing to me because it's the total opposite of me.
Just a different level of self-awareness or lack of self-awareness.
Exactly. Maybe. Both.
Yeah. Like, I'm feeling my feelings. I don't know.
And look at you, at your big age.
Like, all right.
52 years old, feeling your feelings all over America. Okay. So it's just amazing to me.
I can't believe she got out and tried to pretend like she
That's allegedly, but I heard it from 2 different places.
Oh, that's so funny.
But that's a good, I mean, if you
la,
do something.
la.
And the dog's like, is this what the fuck you brought me, bitch?
Like, what the hell is happening?
I probably was gonna hang out. You over here got me acting like a decoy. You know you hit that people's house.
Right? Don't blame me.
But for real, I'm glad.
Sorry, Archie. It's not your fault. It is not my fault.
No.
Oh, girl.
Okay.
Well, let's get on to our triple dipper. Because we're talking about some talk shows. We decided to list our top 3 favorite talk shows.
Yes.
I loved staying home from school and all the like daytime commercials and daytime TV. Like there was one point where I would watch daytime TV in the morning, and then when all like the soap operas and like the like Ellen, like the more, I get maybe not Ellen, but like the more adulty talk shows, like the less unhinged ones came on, I would turn it over to Lifetime and watch Lifetime movies for women. So talk shows in the morning,
good stuff.
Lifetime movies for women in the afternoon.
I love it.
Do you have any honorable mentions?
I don't have any honorable mentions.
Okay.
You want to go? You want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay, so number 3 is, of course, Oprah. I loved Oprah. I didn't watch it every, because, like, my interest in Oprah was very topical. So, depending on what they're talking about, like, I didn't want to watch it every day, because sometimes, especially back in the 90s and stuff, like, I was a kid, so, like, sometimes she'd be too heavy. I'd be like, what? This is too heavy.
Right.
Or, like, yeah. But for a lot of times, like, I knew, like, I remember the Denzel Washington when he came on there. I remember the one when the Wayans family was on there. I remember she had the whole entire Wayans family. That's probably my top. That was like that episode. Like I fell in love. I already loved him, and I knew I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch him. Makes you fall in love with him all over again. When Tom Cruise got on the couch,
I remember that.
When we were
like,
what is wrong with Tom Cruise?
That was before we were kind of everyone like he was
cool, and then he came out, and that's when we first started to be like, is he okay?
Yeah, that was his first.
Is he good?
But you were excited,
because
you're like, that man's in love.
Yeah, almost somebody jump on the damn couch for me, right? And Oprah was like, get your damn shoes off my couch.
That's
God damn it.
I'm glad you're excited, but calm down.
Yes. And then, of course, she had Beyonce. She had all the Beyonce. She had all of the big celebs on there. But those are like those are probably my favorite Oprah shows.
And she's good in like pop culture and stuff, like on Fresh Prince.
Yes, and when Carol, yes, exactly. So Oprah, of course, it was just a great time to be in the. But I didn't really like her serious topics were too serious. I liked the entertainment. And
like
scandalous.
I can't dig on like Steve. Like I'll watch Steve Wilkos, but it's so like dark. I like now as a mom, I can't handle it. And like Jerry Springer got a little too crazy for me too.
And
like,
then Dr. Phil got to start on Oprah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah. All right. Oprah for sure. And I still like Oprah. I'm not gonna be on this bandwagon of when you get up to be a certain celebrity and we're gonna knock people down. I don't think that's right. Yeah. And I feel like Oprah's there. Like you said, the dark side, Dr. Phil. People just let people. There's a dark side to everybody.
Well, and they've been on TV for so long. Yeah, so bound to see.
Yeah, and then someone is like, let's bring them down. Yeah. Like, stop. Let them people be on top. Let people rest and just chill. And I'm not for that. Like now we don't like Oprah. Everybody now. We don't like her.
She burned down Hawaii to buy up all the.
I'm just like, okay.
Oh,
that's just not what
I'm pretty sure Oprah's not that worried about it.
I don't think she is at all.
She's unbothered.
I'm talking about some
her hair and stuff and her outfits.
She
like
looks
she's
amazing.
Got it now. She was things were a little rough for her in the 90s.
Yeah,
looks wise.
I mean, because she's like
her hair was
60. She's the same age. She's not. I think she's a little bit younger than my mom. She's 65 or around there.
Okay.
She looks amazing.
Yeah, she does. Good on you, Oprah.
Amen.
My number 3 is Sally Jesse Raphael.
Sally Jesse Raphael.
I love me some Sally.
I don't know glasses alone.
You know, so she is known for her red glasses. Mm-hmm. I thought she died, but she
didn't she die?
Didn't she? Who died? But she's I think like 88 now.
Dang,
and she's still rocking her red glasses.
Come on, girl.
I did a little bit of research, and in an interview, somebody asked her why the red glasses, and she was like, because they were free. Yep. She said, at that time, glasses were really expensive, and they were offering me a pap smear and an eye test with red glasses. And I said, I'll take the glasses.
Hey, and that's like her trademark.
It is now. She wears those big old glasses.
And I love a girly that can rock I love a short haircut. I think in one life, and there's going to be some part of my life where I'm going to be able to go to get my hair done once a week. Cause that's how much you need to get done when you want a good, cute, short haircut.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be able to rock a cute short haircut.
You're going to do it.
I did in college, but I still don't think that I rocked it the right way because I didn't get it done properly.
Your hair was really short.
It was.
You cut off, not in college, like fairly recently. When
I cut off all my relaxers?
Yeah.
But then it like grew 2 seconds later. Like it didn't take long for it to grow.
Yeah, but you were able to go short.
But I like did it to grow it.
Yeah.
I cut it off to grow it, not to keep it.
Right.
But I want to. I want to, but I just
like
know,
a Halle Berry moment.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Whenever I get to the point where I can, just because like all this gets out of control, and all like whenever I get to the point, but I love it.
Natural, and your hair is kinky curly.
It is, but
I think like on the scale of what you're. Like,
I think it's 4C.
You're 4C. I think I'm a 2B.
No, girl, I'm all the way. If there was a 5C, I would be a 5C.
Yeah. When you asked me to straighten it that one time, I was like, good God.
I know. I told Shaba about that when she straightened my hair because I was like, Shaba, it's going to take forever. And like, it took like an hour. It didn't take very long. No. And I was like, oh, well, let's try to do it. She was like, girl, I be doing this shit all the time.
Exactly.
And I was like, I guess you're
right. I was out of touch.
Yeah, she was
and
you had like your literal, like your.
My white girl.
Yeah, she had like professional, like everything. Yes. So I was like.
Appreciate you, Shaba. I tried.
Yeah, you did.
But that was for your braider.
Yeah. But I was like, that didn't take any time, Shava. I thought it was going to take hours. She was like, no, I was wondering why you're talking about it's going to take forever. And I was like, oh, because I don't know this shit. No.
All right, girl. What's your number 2?
Did you go to? Oh, yeah.
Yes,
yes, my bad. My number 2 was Rikki Lake.
Rikki Lake.
Yes, because I wasn't into the trashy, like, well, I can talk about Jerry Springer and stuff. Mm-hmm. Rikki Lake is about as trashy as I got. Mm-hmm. When people were like, ooh.
She was all talk to the hand.
Yeah,
that was Rikki Lake.
It was fun, and then of course with Rikki Lake because I loved Hairspray back in the day.
I liked her in Serial Mom. That's a John Waters movie.
Right.
I loved Serial Mom.
With Kathleen Turner. Girl, Kathleen Turner had that voice, but Kathleen Turner was fine. Mm-hmm. Back in the day,
she's not looking great now.
She's not, because I've seen her. I think I watched a movie that made me be like, damn, Kathleen, you was fine. What happened?
Was. Sybil Shepherd, she went down too a little bit.
And you're supposed to be a celebrity. You're supposed to be looking fine till you die.
Right?
What happened?
Yeah, Kathleen Turner, she had that deep voice.
Yes.
But then it got real deep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wonder if maybe she had cigarettes or something. And whenever, just to clarify, I don't want anybody to be upset. Like, just because you gain a little weight, I don't think you let yourself go. Like,
no.
Of course, you just gain weight natural that it is what it is.
Well, yeah,
but it's just, but it's a different type of letting go.
Yeah.
I don't want people to be like.
Celebrities.
Yeah.
Like, that's not like normal people shit.
Yeah.
Like, normal people look like normal people.
Yeah. She's like a normal person. That's what she do.
Yeah.
She's like a normal person. Like, ooh, but. Yeah, agreed. But Rikki Lake, just like I said, because she was a cool person, so you were like, oh yeah, and then I feel like she was our age.
She was fun,
and it was fun, and it wasn't too like what's up with my brother's sister. I think that's bad. I don't like shows like that when you're doing shit to your brother. That's bad. That's ugly. I'm like, that's ugly. That's too much. Don't be doing this shit to your sister or your brother.
Yeah, Rikki Lake was a little more innocent.
Yeah,
a little more playful.
A little more playful. There you go.
Yeah. I liked Jenny Jones. For that same reason. I always felt like she a little bit didn't know exactly what was going on.
Right, she did have a sense of like what
aloofness to her, but I kind of liked that because like I don't know, Jenny Jones reminded me of like my mom's friend,
right?
And I'm like, I don't know,
it was pretty.
And then she just asked the way she'd ask questions, be like, well, why don't you think he can? I just like me some Jenny Jones.
Yeah, Jenny Jones is legit. So many. That's so funny.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I know, because I was thinking it wasn't that hard, but I'm like, now I'm like, well, there's a lot. But there's like Donahue and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. But Jenny Jones was a good one.
Yeah, I like Jenny Jones. I do think that she shouldn't have got blamed for that shooting. Like, that's not, I don't know. Like, at the time, that was not.
It wasn't like a, yeah.
Like, a guy had a crush on you. That is not that big of a deal.
Right.
He did that because he was embarrassed because of him and his stuff. Jenny Jones didn't do that. Right. I don't know. I think she got a bad rap for that.
And then, like, maybe if you do want to, like, hold, like, okay, like, we need to hold these TV studios accountable.
Right.
We don't have to, like, yeah. You didn't have to shoot him, though.
Right.
Like, that was on you.
Yeah. Jenny Jones didn't make you do that.
Yeah, no, like, maybe we do need to, like, vet a little bit better and screen or something or whatever, but, like, nah, we didn't. Don't put that on me.
On Dr. Phil, on Jerry Springer, they'd let the audience just like roast the hell out of the people in the audience. It'd be like, to the big fat cow in the blue dress. To the old dirty slut on the end. Like, those people were mean. And Jenny Jones is like, he's got a crush on you. And like, got demolished. Oh, Jenny Jones. But yeah, her aloofness.
That was, you're right. I like that. Well, my number one, we've already pretty much established, is definitely Dr. Phil. Loved it. That's the only one that I would watch. I still had it recording. Like, I recently had to go back. Oh, there's 1,000 episodes. Here, let me go back and
21 seasons.
Yes, let me erase. That's how I like kind of caught up and was like, oh, Dr. Phil, you didn't connect a little bit kooky.
Yeah.
No, but like back in the day, I would freaking record.
I think when Dr. Phil started wearing his tennis shoes.
Oh.
Because he stopped wearing dress shoes and he started wearing tennis shoes.
Yeah,
I feel like that was like the change.
Yeah.
That was when Dr. Phil was like, I'm a cool guy now.
And the reason that, like, Dr. Phil was one of the first men to come out and be like, hey, you guys, women have it hard. Yeah. Women have to be the mom, and if they're working, they have to work, and they have to do all this stuff. Like, he was like, I felt like one of the first guys that made me realize, go, oh.
And he does love the shit out of him.
He loves his wife. You know, he said, what are you doing for her? He didn't come out with that. He has you look at him and he's from Texas and you're like, oh, this guy's a misogynist, old school country boy. Oh, this guy's a misogynist. And then I think that's why I liked him. You talk to him and he's actually a really reasonable, fair,
I'd have a good
level-headed guy. And you're like, this guy. Except sometimes when he talks about weed, I'll be like, calm down. He'll be like, are you smoking dope right now? I'm like, Dr. Phil, calm down.
Chill out. Dr. Phil.
Take it down, not Texas, all right?
All right. That is the Texas showing.
Right.
Well, my number one is Maury.
Maury.
Oh, Maury. I do love me.
That's still on or no?
No, he just, within the last years, Maury had 31 seasons. Oprah had 25 seasons of his show.
Wow.
But Maury had 31 seasons.
Wow.
And I liked Maury because I feel like he would just get on the stage with his little mock turtleneck and just laugh.
And just, like,
you are not the father. I loved it when they bring out, like, oh, this person's scared of cotton balls. This person's scared of puppies. And then the one lady, she's scared of puppies, and they brought a kitten out, and she ran away from the kitten. And Maury was like, I thought you were afraid of puppies. She was like, anything cute and furry and little.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I can't stand that shit.
I loved it. Loved it.
But Maury was great. I just don't like the...
Afraid of all of it.
Ain't nobody got time for that. This is girl bye.
But yeah,
good old fashioned talk shows.
Love them. Love me some.
Maybe when the writer's shock is over, we'll get another one.
That'll be nice.
I was thinking about the Righteous Gemstones the other day. Like, one day it'll come back.
I'll finish you soon.
But anyway, the girl look good over there. She look cute, hey girl.
Right?
Running her ass off, sweating and shit.
Better get home. It's almost noon.
Girl.
All right. Well, it's been a fun episode.
It has been.
We enjoyed ourselves here at White Rock Lake.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, if you're around, check it out.
Oh, check and follow us all on the platforms.
Oh yeah, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. We just made a new Facebook page, so if you got an invitation, that is from us.
Accept it. And then follow me, your girl Ramelle the Realtor, on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, as well as YouTube.
And YouTube. Well,
All right.
Thanks for joining us.
Next week. Bye.
Bye.
Woo woo woo.